Hey there, Tater Tots! Welcome back to another episode of Tater's World. Man, so this episode is extremely exciting. I am not as close to the ground as I thought I was, but there we go. Perfect. So we're going to do a lot of things in this stream, but this stream, goodness gracious. Speaking of streams, I'll have news for that in just a minute. But for this video, for this episode, we're going to be doing a ton of stuff, a ton of really exciting stuff, but we've got some decisions to make, and I have made some decisions. So here, come on close, just so you can hear me. Nope, that's too close. Yeah, just perfect. Okay, so listen, I know that 118 is out. I definitely know that 118 is out, but we are not upgraded to 118 yet. Oh, no, wait, no, come back. Okay, so look, we are going to be updating to 118 in this episode, but there's something that I want to do first, okay? So we've got a lot of resource gathering that we need to do for this whole space mission that we're going to be going on, okay? And one of those things that we're going to need is Terracotta, okay? So the problem is I am so incredibly worried that when we update to 118, that the Mesa or Badlands or whatever you want to call it is going to be different, is going to move. So while we're doing our resource gathering for this episode, I want to do it before we upgrade to 118 so that I can get that sweet terracotta and then we can upgrade and we can see what things look like. I'm really excited about that, by the way. Oh, super excited. Buddy and I interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you the question of the day. The question of the day for this episode is, what building has the most stories? Once again, what building has the most stories? If you think you know the answer to this question, go ahead and leave it right there in the comment section. I do read every single one of those comments, and you'll notice I put a heart next to most of them as well. So you heard me earlier talk about streaming, and I said that we'd be getting back to that in a minute. Well, our good friend, Tim Be Nice, has actually set up a little bit of an SMP, and I was watching some of his streams. Oh, goodness, watch out for those dragon heads. I was watching some of his streams yesterday, and oh, it was so much fun watching those guys play together. And I know, so you can expect it, that I'm going to start doing some streams over there on Tim Be Nice's SMP. I don't think it has like an official name yet, but you know, who knows? It might be coming at some point. So look forward to those. Now you might be asking yourself, like, oh my goodness, Tater, does this mean that you're not going to do this series anymore? What's going on? You know, are you not going to make any more of these videos? That is not true. I will be continuing with this series. Of course, I'll be continuing with this series. And I may have a couple of other things in store as well. But I do like the idea of just hopping on there, having some fun, playing around, not really having a plan for anything, and just streaming and getting to chat with some of you. So again, look forward to those. But like I said, the first part of this episode is going to be a little bit of resource gathering. We've got to find that Mesa. Ah, get away. Goodness gracious, this was scary. Where did all these guys come from? I've got a child chasing me. Get out of here. I've got enough children. Get. Where are you? Oh, geez, your mother. Get out of here. Anyway, so let's hop in some water. I knew I put this pond here for a reason. Goodness gracious. Okay, well, that was a fun awakening. So the first things that I want to do is I want to find that Mesa area, and let me see if I've still got that mapped. I do. I don't know why it's trying to do shaders. I don't have shaders. That's fine. The coordinates we're looking for on this is 7333 and 3333. So basically 7,000, 3,000. That's the direction we want to go. That is not the direction there, and going up there. So we would need to go in that general direction, or more in that general direction. So let's take off, and I will see you guys when we get over there. All right, it looks like we are headed in. Man, I just love the way that this looks every single time. I did get the coordinates actually mixed up quite a bit, which was a little bit annoying, but I had to go back to chunk base. So basically, I thought that it was 7,000, 3,000, but it was actually 3,000, 7,000. which isn't that big of a deal. It just means you have to do a heck of a lot more flying than you originally intended. So now that we're here, what we want to get is this terracotta stuff that's right underneath us. But before we do our resource gathering, what we've got to do, and actually this is a perfect spot, is I want to link this up to the nether roof. That I want to have a portal on the nether roof. So there's a special way that you have to do this. Let's turn this off. You don't need that. The first step is to make your portal, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do I have another block? I do. Let's get rid of that. There. And skibidi. 1 and 2. Here, I'll put this here so Etho doesn't get upset with me. Okay, so we've got our nether portal. I need to light it somehow. I believe I've got some... yep, there we go. There's my Zippo. Let's light this bad boy up. Now, what we want to do, from what I understand, and hopefully this doesn't get messed up, is I want to go through here, but when we get to the portal on the other side in the nether, we want to basically break that right away and then figure out where we are. Let me write that down. 33... 3354 3440 or 7440. Got it. Okay, so we'll want to write that down so that we can do the math, divide by 8, and then when we go back to the nether roof, we'll make a portal up there, right, basically at this exact same spot. And as long as we broke the portal that's in the nether, these two will link up, and that'll be perfect. So let me get to work on that, and then I'll get back with you. All right, we've got it. This should be 419, 930 should be the spot up here on the nether roof. I did the same thing as I did with our other portals on the nether roof, as I made a little trail of torches just so it's easier to follow while you're flying. But yeah, let's do this thing. We've got that. We've got the spare obsidian. Let's make a full one. 2, 4. 2, 4. Okay, so here we are. Let's do we have slabs? We do have slabs. Very nice. Let's put some slabs across the top like this. Boom. Okay, so now is the moment of truth, right? We take our handy Zippo out here, and let's see if this takes us back to the Badlands. Cross your fingers, guys, because I'm not sure how this is going to go. Oh, it worked. It worked. Now, does it take us back? That's the big question. Take us back to the roof. Come on, please. Yes, we got it. We got it, guys. So you saw how to do that. Basically, you make the portal first in the overworld, and then you go through it to the nether, break that one, and then make it in the same spot on the nether roof. Oh, man, this feels so good. Okay, so the next step now that we are here, and yeah, I brought a bed. Good. Our next step is to get mining. Let's do this thing. That looked like it was short. It looks like we didn't get that much done, but take a look at this right here. We've got 2 full boxes of terracotta, which is awesome. Okay. And I'm really not sure what was going on with the whole skin thing there. I double checked and I had the correct skin loaded, but whatever. Just pretend that it looked like me and not like the regular normal Steve. And I guess, yeah, we'll just go with that. So what we've got to do now, do I have inventory space? Of course I don't. Why would I have inventory space? Why not need? I don't need, get rid of it. Okay, so, oh, stop. Where'd you go? Sticks, go away. You go away too. Perfect. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to finish some resource gathering. I've done most of it, by the way. And I am going to have to color some of the terracotta blocks, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But what we need to do now is we need to get back home, finish resource gathering, and then we get to upgrade to 118. So I hope you're ready, because I am so ready for this. I guess the next time I see you, we're going to be in a completely different Minecraft version. Here we go. So we are here, guys. We are here in 118. And if you just look around us, look at all this new terrain generation. Womp womp. So the reason that you don't see it right here is because I did trim the chunks, but all of this I wanted to keep. So none of this at least what you see on the top was upgraded to 118. However, down below, we've got an extra 64 blocks before we get to bedrock. So I'm sure we're going to stumble across some crazy caves and stuff like that as we mine below in our world over here. But if you take a look over here, we're going to fly off this way. And I did a little bit of exploring just to see. This village was not here before. And all of this terrain generation that you see here is brand new. Look at this. The mountains go super high. Like, I wouldn't have even called this a mountain before, but this is crazy. And you can see the giant caves there beneath. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that, guys. That is so deep. When it's raining. But aside from that, look at that. Man, this is looking super cool, guys. This is looking really, really, really cool. And I can't wait to explore all these new features. But we've got some things that we need to get to. You can see over here where the village got cut, where the chunks got trimmed when I was preparing to upgrade. But let's go down. I guess, yeah, there's no better place than down in our storage system because there still is one extra thing that I need to get as we prepare to go on our space voyage. Oh, pretty good. I almost made it to the bed. So if you look here, I've got a ton of shulker boxes up here. Let's see. And I've got just odds and ends. Really just odds and ends. You can see here, I've got plenty of these are kind of the blocks that I was using for our, oh, by the way, now I'll give you that name when we get to it. Our end portal in our stronghold. So that'll be really good. I want to be able to survive out there. So I'm going to see if we can actually grow some crops out in space, right? In space. So that'll be really cool. And I've got some bridging blocks. Those will work really well. And then if we go over here, I've got a ton of amethyst shards left. Just various odds and ends that we're going to be taking with us when we get over there. Because I'd like to, like, I've got this vision, right? Here, hold on. I've got this vision that we're going to be able to just live out there, right? We'll set up a colony. We'll do, I just can't wait. I just can't wait to see what we're able to do in the end when we're treating it like space. It's going to be really cool, guys. It's going to be really cool. But there is one more thing that I need to make sure that I bring with me. And that, right over here, we're going to need some potatoes. Because, of course, we're going to have to eat, right? And that's what we eat in this series. We eat these golden potatoes. So we're going to have to craft some of those up. I've got plenty of gold. And oh, I can't wait! I can't wait, guys. It's gonna be fun. So let's get over to our end portal, and then we'll take it from there. So I will meet back with you when we get back to the end portal. So here we are, guys. We're in our end portal, and oh yeah, I almost let it slip several times. So I've got an awesome name for this room, and it just sprung on me as I was talking about it. I was explaining it to somebody. This can be, ready? The transporter room. The transporter room. Oh, this is going to be so cool. I can't wait. This is a button. It's going to launch us up. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. And here we are in the end, guys. So if we come up this way, this is going to take us directly to where we fought the Ender Dragon, right over here this way. So I've got plans. I've got so many plans for this area. So from here on out, Endermen are no longer called Endermen. We've got to come up with a new name for them. So if you have any ideas for names, please put them in the comments. The theme that we're going to go for is alien, right? These guys are aliens. But they need some sort of name for their species. So I'm gonna rely on you guys. I know that's dangerous. I'm gonna rely on you guys to give us that name for the Enderman. Some other things to think about is all of this space here, all of this end stone, I think it's called. All of this is going to be gone. We're going to mine all of this up, and we're probably going to do some streams to do that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, and you're going to see in a second, I don't have the replay mod right now. I don't have it because here, let's look down. Look, I don't have the replay mod because there isn't a version out yet for 118. So we're gonna have to deal with that as we do. And even in this episode, where I would have done like a time lapse of building what we're gonna be building for the rest of this episode, I'm not going to be able to do it in a time lapse because we don't have the replay mod. So that just is what it is. We're going to deal with it until we can get it. It should be soon. Now that we're here, though, we are in space, guys. Now that we're here, the next thing that I want to do, and I guess the first thing that I want to do, is we need some sort of landing craft. Okay, so I've already got a design that I worked out in Creative down here. I think down there or so is where, yep, right there is where we spawn into the end. I want to be far enough away from that it's not in the way. So I'm thinking somewhere probably over here. And again, I can't do a third-person time lapse because we don't have the replay mod, but that doesn't mean at all that I can't do a first-person time lapse. So with that, let's get started. So since we have a little bit of time and we don't have our normal third-person time lapse, I figured I'd talk you through this one. So what we're doing right here is we are building a bridge because I actually want to build our landing craft a little bit far away from the normal area. Now we're putting out the landing gear on the landing craft, and oh man, I'm already bored of this. So the whole thing, what I'm trying to do with this this next kind of mini series within a Tater's World, our normal Let's Play series, is has anybody ever played Space Engineers? If you have, let me know in the comments. I've tried to play it several times. I love watching it on YouTube, but for some reason I never really got around to really sinking my teeth into playing the game. But that's kind of what I'm trying to recreate with this whole Space End series that we're doing here. So this landing craft that we're building right now, and oh, here goes some windows. This landing craft that we're doing, I see it as almost like a space starter base, right? So I'm hoping to have, you know, some storage area in here, just some very basic, minimal things that we can work out of while we're building around this, where we spawned in the end and where the end portal is. I have some awesome things in mind. I've been looking. Oh yeah, I made a mistake there, didn't I? I have some awesome things in mind. At least they're awesome to me, that I'm really, really, really excited about with this series, especially when it comes to the aliens and kind of going around in space. It would be really neat, by the way, if we were able to change the sky in the end. I did look into it a couple of times because that would be really cool if we could make that look like space as well. So if you know of any, I don't know what they are, texture packs, resource packs, whatever, to change the sky in the end so that it looks like space, let me know about that in the comments as well. It looks like we're getting really close, so I'll see you in just a second. All right, you can see here we are done with our landing craft, our landing shuttle. Whatever we want to call it. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to fly in, but I figure I'll just keep getting better at flying as we do this, right? So here you see we've got tinted glass all around. Awesome. And we've got our shulker boxes back here for our storage, and we're going to be able to use those for our project storage as we do this. I might think about dyeing them a different color, maybe light gray or something like that, maybe black. We've got just some very basics, guys, very basics of what we might need. Crafting table, furnaces in here, and we can add to it, but we are kind of limited in space. The reason that it's only too high is so that Endermen don't come in. I also put string all across the top. Let's take another look around this thing just so you can see what it looks like from the outside. It's definitely like a basic landing craft, right? Man, I love this thing. I love this build. But right now, we're getting close to the end of this episode, so we need to get back to our base, so that we can do my favorite part. It's a comment of the week, yeah! The comment of the week for this episode comes from Draco Plays, and he said, I wrote a book series about some dogs that went through space and time in a time machine. It was about my dog who died sometime in 2019. So, Draco, really sorry to hear about your dog, but thank you so much for the comment. For everybody who's still here, Draco Plays has a channel that does actually all sorts of different games, but including Minecraft. So if you get the chance, I'll put a link to their channel down in the description. Go check them out, and as always, let them know that Tater sent you. And with that, guys, that brings us to the very end of the episode. So thank you once again. Thank you for giving me your time and allowing me to try to entertain you a little bit. This is, a huge hobby of mine. I love doing this. So thank you so much for especially all of those who stick around to the end. It really does mean a lot. If you like this kind of comment, go ahead and hit that little like button at the bottom. It really does go to help the channel and to help the video. And if you really, really like this content, hit that little subscribe button. It's the easiest way to keep notified of my episodes and my videos as soon as they come out. And hopefully I'll see you guys in some streams here pretty soon. Thanks again, guys. See ya.